In this video demonstration, we're going to review how to install Microsoft Windows 7. Before we do the demonstration, let's take a look at the hardware requirements. And by the way, at the time of this video recording, Windows 7 has been end of life since 2020. However, it's still a good operating system, especially if you're in the field of cybersecurity. You'll notice that the processor, RAM, storage, and graphics requirements are very low. Most modern PCs can handle this without an issue. If you're going to be using this PC for more than just testing, you may want to consider providing additional resources above and beyond the minimum requirements. Let's go dive in and start the installation of Windows 7. Okay, so we're going to install Windows 7 on a virtual machine. In this example, I'm using VirtualBox version 7. I've already presented the ISO file to the VM, and as you can see here, the Windows files are starting to load. Alright, it looks like we are ready to start the installation process. Just like other installations, the initial screen allows us to choose the language, time and currency format, and keyboard or input method. We're okay with the default, so we're going to hit next. This is going to be a new installation, so we're going to click the Install Now button. And setup will begin to start. After you've read through the licensing terms, go ahead and click the checkbox I accept the licensing terms and hit next. Because it's going to be a new install, we're going to hit the Custom Advanced option. For this VM, I presented 100 gigabytes of virtual disk drive. I'm going to select that and hit next. Windows will now proceed by copying files from the ISO into this virtual drive. This should only take a few minutes. So all the necessary files have been copied from the ISO to the virtual disk, and now we need to restart the system. So I'm going to click the Restart Now button. During the installation process, you might notice the display flickering. That's expected as the additional drivers are being installed at this time. We now need to create our first admin account. I'll just call this account admin. You also have an opportunity to rename the PC if you like at this time. Otherwise, you can change it later from the control panel. We'll leave this computer name as is and hit next. Let's type in a password for this account. You'll need to put it in 2 times to confirm it, and give yourself a password hint. That way, in the event that you do forget the password, you'll be able to use the password hint to recover in the case you forget the password. In addition, Windows can update itself automatically. You have an opportunity to either configure the settings now or ask you later. I'm going to say use the recommended settings. You could select the appropriate time zone for your computer. I'm going to go ahead and leave it for Pacific time and hit next. You'll also want to select the current computer's location. This is going to help the Windows system apply the correct network settings based on that location. If you're not sure, you can just select the public network. The final step is preparing your profile. Windows takes only a few minutes to go ahead and prepare that profile for you. The installation of Windows 7 is now completed. However, you might want to take some time to go ahead and go into the control panel and finish up some of the configuration changes. You might want to go into the system security, potentially make a configuration change to the network settings, and there's other settings that you can adjust through the control panel. We're not going to cover those settings in this video. Well, this is the end of this video. Hope that this was useful for you. Please take a moment to like, subscribe, and comment below. Thanks for watching, and we hope to see you again.